How's your week going?
Oh my goodness. That was all right. Let me first of all, hey, Caboose, you're doing you're fat. No, don't touch me. No. Okay, bye. All right. So do you see what this is? It's a hair comb. Now you might not think that I would have any use for this, but I have a child whose hair I regularly comb because he's got pretty hair. So I don't know if you've noticed, people at home, but I have a tendency to twirl this thing. This is a keycap remover. I also have a tendency to do this.
You have since I've known you.
Yes, always. So it's unclear as to whether or not the following story is genetic or taught.
These are not just cutting it, huh?
No,
not good enough.
It's just more fun. So the problem is that when I do this, I'm an adult man, but even as an adult man, sometimes it slips off the finger and flies out. What if instead of being an adult man, by the way, this is actually fairly heavy to do, I was a 2-year-old child and that happened and it flew away directly into the TV and smashed a big ass spot dead center into the middle of the television. I sent you a picture. Man, it is right in the middle there. Right in the middle.
Not fun.
What are you gonna do? You gonna get mad? He was like pretty far away from the TV too. Like he was not like
so I mean, just in the day of me and my cousins and family, that was time for me to run away from home.
Right.
Levels of fucking hell coming my way.
It's a canon event. Child or children break some large amount thing. But here's the thing. I think there is a huge difference between, hey, stop fucking playing catch with the baseball in the living room. Smash.
Right.
Or no, you can't have a candy. Smash. Right. But like innocently playing with the thing in a cute way that happens to like legitimately fly off the child and damage something. There's no intent there. There isn't even a stop doing that. You could hurt something there. So what are you going to do? You gonna fucking mad at you? No, it's ridiculous. No. Instead, you just stand there and just go.
Learned it from watching you.
Time to call warranty support.
Yeah.
And hope this is under warranty. At which point they connect your TV to the internet and they scan it remotely.
Oh wow.
For damage now.
Oh wow. The smart TV era. Okay. Sure,
yeah. To which they go, what happened? And your wife says, oh, toddler threw something. And then the guy on the other end of the phone the live chat goes, well, it's good since there's no physical damage. You're definitely viable for a warranty. And then your wife goes, no, but the toddler threw something. And the guy on the other end goes, it's a good thing there's no physical damage.
Yeah.
So that means it's under warranty.
Yeah. Right.
And then wife tells you that story confused. And I'm like, he is saying that so that when he writes it down, because you were so nice to them during the chat, that they're writing down manufacturer defect or whatever.
Correct.
So we're currently waiting on, some men to show up and grab the television and leave with the television and then warranty repair it and then return it to us because there's no physical damage.
That's a good dude.
That being said, if for some reason that doesn't work, probably just gonna have to live with it for a while. Because the idea of replacing a slightly damaged television during the years where it's way more likely to happen again and again seems like an insanely stupid thing to do. This is prime damaging your shit era starting now.
So shout outs to the hotline heroes like that.
Yeah.
That is not all heroes wear capes. That's a real one. We appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, look, you have two choices, I guess, right? You can either try to curb perhaps the twirling.
We have curbed.
Okay.
So no, we have curbed it on the child side. That's why you see I'm doing it a lot today.
Yeah.
Like
it's
today
out of control.
here.
Yeah. Okay. Because
this is the office. No one's allowed in here.
Because it's like
everything in here is safe. I'm safe to do my twirls.
Either curb it on the child or get him started on a windmill shuriken so that he can get his fucking twirl game to maximum.
This is the office for spinning things.
Yeah.
Thank you. But that's life. That's life. And I just have this moment of like, I'm like, what would have happened if this was me? Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Like teleport yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
And the answer is actually complicated. Because if this was me, this shit would have bounced right off a CRT. No problem.
That's true. That's true.
Can't. Well, you remember what you had to do to hurt a CRT? You'd have to throw a baseball bat through it.
Well, no, according to my mom, just plugging in the Nintendo. So like, nah.
It's true.
Nah,
it's true.
Man.
It's true. You're right.
Just plugging in the fucking Nintendo was breaking the TV.
What's wrong with the computer? You got those games on there.
That's
the games are screwing with the computer. Dad, you have Bonsai Buddy on your desktop.
Literally, just you don't understand anything about how this works, but you're certain that playing the games is ruining it. Okay, sure, all right. There's no talking or explaining out of this. I'm right because I say so. But
yeah, the important thing is it's just a television. It's not a big deal. You ever have you're gonna have these moments?
You can feel
where you're just like,
feel like a big boy. You just broke the cycle. Congratulations.
Yeah,
you just broke the cycle. Good job. Right?
Yeah, I'm one of these at a time.
Because I'm packing that fucking bindle and stick and fucking putting my clothes in the thing and trying to see if I can sneak out before anyone finds out, because again, the hell that's coming my way for breaking something like that.
Let me tell you, I gotta be honest, and maybe this is a bit too personal, but like raising a child and doing your best, like really doing your best, like I know I am, I know Paige is, I know Punch Mom is, I know you are, right? Like we've talked about this a million times. You have this moment where you're like, ooh, I have all these emotions about what I want to do, but I'm not going to do any of those things. I'm going to do what I think is the best for this situation. Mm-hmm. And your brain just explodes with the memory, and you can see a parent not doing that for you, mm-hmm. and you get super mad, mm-hmm. and then you get like kind of depressed mm-hmm. for a little while.
Why couldn't you just do that? Why couldn't you just do that?
It isn't that hard mm-hmm. to just
and so okay. I don't know what specific part you are getting mad at, because like
we could have a whole fucking show.
Sure. But like, because there's the aspect of it of like the what's being inflicted, right? Which is raw, of course, in what it is. And then there's the part where it's like in those shoes in that moment going, you couldn't just calm your own feelings down for 2 seconds to think about how that was going to reflect. You couldn't just take a second, take a breath, and in the heat of everything go, no, wait, chill, right? Because you're somebody because you're thinking back to like them in this shoes, in this position now, they're in the middle of it, and then they're going, and this exploding volcano that I am right now is the only thing that matters in the world, and I'm gonna lean into it and just scorch the earth. I don't care. So I'm too mad, and I'm righteous in my anger about this.
So here's the thing. That's a super good example, because I'm talking about a damaged TV, right?
Yeah.
So I go over, and I'm like, this is a genuine, like, straight up accident. Like, this is not even the thing that you would even think to tell the kid to stop doing, because they're 10 feet away from the television. They're 2 years old, and it's a comb, right? Like, what, like, would you fucking foresee that happening? No. So it's like, okay, accident from the point of a child, accident from the point, because Paige was watching him, right? Accident from the point of the wife. there's no one to really blame here, right? And I'm mad because the thing is broken, but no one's really at fault. And then there's the moment of your brain going, there's two paths here. There's nobody at fault. I guess I'm just going to have to deal with my emotions, or I'll find somebody who's at fault. Somebody's definitely at fault, and it's not me. That me, you know.
That'll make me feel better. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, even, and like, to be perfectly honest, even before this step, and this is like, again, we're sniffing farts and patting ourselves on the back, and it's like, fuck that. But like,
hey, I'm listening to a podcast with these two guys who work from home the whole day, talk about how they're breaking the cycle.
Exactly. Like, just fuck off with our bullshit. But like, the part where you're even stopping for a second to consider the intent that went into it, and the difference between the tantrum, the ignoring of a previous warning, or the complete fluke, like, that's already a level of consideration that never would have occurred.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Right. Because it was a consequence-based world at that point, and that's all that matters, you know? So even that step, even if the rest that follows is unhealthy, like, to begin with, that is on its own a cut above, as silly as that might sound.
My big thing that I'm going to try and beat for the next generation is something I think you actually have some experience with, and I could see it. I called my mom and dad for Father's Day. Right, Happy Father's Day, by the way.
Cheers.
Congrats.
Happy Father's Day.
It's a good one. It's a good holiday now.
Not bad.
I like it. I didn't used to care all that much, and that was shame on me. Right. But now I had a long talk with my dad, and I have this realization every time I get off the phone with my parents. I'm like, they have literally never understood a single thing I've talked about to them in my entire fucking life once. Not like the way I feel, the things I like, what my job is, who my friends are, and like nothing. Like, completely just like, oh, that's nice. Oh, explain that again. And then you watch it go through the fucking ears out the other side. Bro, that sucks. Like, my kid's gonna be into the shittiest music you've ever heard. I'm gonna try and remember the band.
No, this might sound weird, but it's like, depending on the age we're talking about, and like the gap from parent to current generation, what a child is to a parent changes, right?
Yeah, it does.
Like, if you go far back enough, like, a child is an accessory until it's a worker.
The boomers thought kids were accessories.
You know what I mean?
The boomers.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder, and I'm never going to ask, I wonder how much of my existence is owed to the fact that I am the child of a second marriage that would have had no kids, even though dad already had kids. Right? Am I going to ask, hey, did you only have me because mom wanted, like, what? No, don't ask that question. There's no. Even though 1% chance is like life ruining knowledge. Can't have it.
Yeah, no. Meanwhile, I'm here, JoJo Part 5 in a lineage, you know, extending in both directions. But it still is one where it's like, okay, maybe this time we can reinvent the nuclear family. Maybe this time we can get it right. This'll be the shot that.
I don't think the nuclear family was on the cards.
No, if we try hard enough and go to church every weekend, it'll all work out. You know. So
you should have just gone to church more. More church for you.
That was the problem, actually. It was my fault for not believing hard enough, you know. When you,
that's heavy, man. That's heavy.
When you like come across some of these moments, like, and you have that little reflection, the desire to not just like absolutely lose your shit at the ghost of a person of a previous generation that just was like, why was it so hard? why couldn't you just grasp this one thing? And like, unfortunately too, I'm like, and like, then I start going like, is it because like, you know, are we looking at a generation where like children are meant to be, you know, seen and not heard? Like, are you just going back to that accessory thing? And like, where I'm now like, no, you're a person. I don't care that you're not an extension of me or really a sequel. You're your own thing, and we're giving that enough respect on its own to see what it is. Or just, you know, somewhere in between that, where it was like, no, like, you're not just an accessory. But when I'm upset, nothing else matters, and what I say goes, you know, and that's all there is to it, you know.
It's neither of those things, Woolie. It's the lead.
It's the goddamn fucking the goddamn
like everyone.
At
the end of the day, everyone's always responsible for the things they do or say, even if what culture they live in or the times that they live in. But at the end of the day, you and me, like everybody our age, has to look back and be like, man, my fucking parents are riddled with fucking lead. Just the more than any fucking population in the history of the fucking planet.
That son of a bitch with his lead and his aerosols. Just in one fell swoop.
Midgley Jr. can go fucking burn in hell, that piece of shit.
Like, created a hole in the ozone layer to cook everyone, and then simultaneously made them all too stupid to fix the problem. Like, bro,
yeah, it's the lead.
The 1-2 punch. Oh my god. Yeah. All right.
Also, someone in our chat points out that the Stace McGay, thank you. Gen X has in fact gotten the most lead.
Oh boy.
Which is probably why, I don't know if you've noticed, but Gen Xers are becoming like the sequel to boomers.
I mean,
they're a generation raised to be like, well, when the boomers are done, it'll be our turn to be the boomers. And it's like, it's never going to be anyone's turn to be the fucking boomers ever again.
Yeah. No, 1,000,000%. No, they were first on the line of like, so we're inheriting like this and getting everything that no, you're still holding on to it. Oh, okay, well, but when do I get my turn? Nope, I don't get my turn. Okay.
By the way, the Gen Z and the Alphas also back on the lead because of the vapes.
You know, I've been missing this lead in my life. It's time to fucking
So like So like
all
millennials and older Gen Z are actually going to be in a very strange position for the rest of our lives, where we're sandwiched between like undeniably brain damaged generations on either end, and we're the only ones that know how to use a desktop computer.